5 over 8 and cos to the power 4 7 5 over 8. Okay, but by looking at 5 over 8, 3 5 over 8, 5 5 over 8, 7 5 over 8, then we must try to reduce the number of terms with particular like terms, because 5 over 8, 3 5 over 8, 5 5 over 8, 7 5 over 8, the radians values, otherwise angles are unlike. But if we can make that looking at 5 over 8 and 7 5 over 8, there's a connection. Then looking at 3 5 over 8 and 5 5 over 8, there's a connection out of 8, because you know the inverse fraction of 1 over 8 is 7 over 8, right? Then if I get these two together, there's a connection, right? And the inverse fraction of 3 over 8 should be the 5 over 8. We know it, right? Then to reduce the number of cos terms, right, we can follow this property. Having this smallest term, 5 over 8, 3 5 over 8 are the smallest fraction that we have here, then you better write down there. Writing cos to the power 4 5 over 8 and cos to the power 4 3 5 over 8 and cos to the power 4. Now instead of this 5 5 over 8, I can make 5 minus 3 5 over 8. Actually, when you subtract 3 8 from 1, it is being the 5 8, right? And plus, you know that cos to the power 4, instead of this 7 over 8, I can write 5 minus 5 over 8. Because when you subtract 1 8 from the 1, the inverse fraction 7 over 8 should become. When you subtract 3 8 from 1, the inverse fraction of 5 over 8 is come. Right, that is a property. But by writing this change, small change, we are able to make all the terms in terms of 3 5 and 5 over 8. Because you know that by writing the same step, cos to the power 4 5 over 8, right? Cos to the power 4 3 5 over 8, and cos to the power 4, the what is happen when 5 minus the what is that? Then if I show you that, what is cos 5 minus theta? Cos 5 minus theta in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, your answer is minus cos theta. Minus cos theta, right? Because by means of 5, the function never changes. The answer is coming in terms of cos, but the value of cos are negative in the second quadrant. Therefore, minus cos theta coming. But instead of theta, now what do you have? 3 5 over 8. Then 5 minus theta, minus cos theta. 5 minus 3 5 over 8 minus cos. We can write like minus cos 3 5 over 8. And I can keep this power, right, all the bracket. And plus, when you get this one, cos, the power 4 is at the outside. This is minus cos 5 over 8. Because 5 minus theta is minus cos theta. This time, theta is not theta. Theta is a fraction, 5 over 8. I got that property. But looking at that, can you see? Cos to the power 4 5 over 8, because of the even power, the minus to the power 4, you know, it also being positive. Then cos to the power 4 3 5 over 8. And this will be the power 4. When you take power 4, right, what's happened? This is cos to the power 4, cos to the power 4 5 over 8. Then cos to the power 4 5 over 8. How many such terms there? There must be 2 terms, 2 cos 4 5 over 8, right? By getting the first term and the last term, these two terms will be together like 2 cos to the power 4 5 over 8. And getting these two terms together, what's happened now? Cos to the power 4 3 5 over 8 minus cos 3 5 over 8 to the power 4. Then minus to the power 4 will be positive. Therefore, there are two equal such terms. Then we can write 2 times of the same term cos to the power 4 3 5 over 8. Like this, you can write. But by writing that, now 2 is the common number. Therefore, I can take that 2 cos to the power 4 5 over 8 plus this will be cos to the power 4 3 5 over 8. Right. Now, we have reduced the number of terms into 5 over 8 and 3 5 over 8. Now we don't have to see 5 5 over 8 and 7 5 over 8. We don't have to see. Only the 5 over 8 and 3 5 over 8. Then just try to have some property, right, to reduce that, because we had to show that answer as 3 over 2. Okay, now instead of this 3 5 over 8, I must always try to check whether there are 5 over 8 terms. Because of 3 5 over 8, then if I write down like 5 over 2 minus 5 over 8, right? I deliberately got that because 5 over 8 was there. Then if I got 5 over 2 minus 5 over 8, what is your answer getting? Right? You know that because of this 8, then if you multiply both sides by 4, by mind you can do, I think 4 5 and over 8. 4 5 over 8, 5 over 8 will be 3 5 over 8. Oh no. Instead of this, I will erase this thing. Instead of this 3 5 over 8, what is to be written? 5 over 2 minus 5 over 8. When you write cos 5 over 2 minus theta, it will be sine theta. Right? The simplifiable case will be come. Right? Then I will change. Right? Then 2. Now you can see here, okay? Right? Cos to the power 4, 5 over 8. Plus this is cos to the power 4, 5 over 2 minus 5 over 8. Why did I get 5 over 8 terms? Because left hand side I had 5 over 8. That's why if I had equal terms, that is best, right? Okay, now what's happened? Right, 2, cos to the power 4 5 over 8. This will be cos 5 over 2 minus theta. What's the answer? Sine theta. Then I will write sine to the power 4 5 over 8. Okay, no, we have to simplify. How to get that answer, right? Then I have to erase this thing because I'm going to do other calculation, other simplification in the other side, right side. Okay, wait. Okay, let's start like this. This is our target, right? How to do it? Okay, I'm writing 2, right? Then cos to the power 4, sine to the power 4. You know the strategies that you have to follow in this way, right? Then this can be written as cos square 5 over 8 plus sine square 5 over 8 and square. But just because of we have written both squares, right? Then first term and last term are coming, but 2 times product is also coming, right? You know that 2 times product then should be there. That's why I have to subtract 2 times product of that cos square 5 over 8 sine square 5 over 8, right? Right, the product we have to remove. Okay, now how to do that? This is no one else, sine square theta plus cos square theta, right? It is 1, as well as this, when you have 5 over 8 sine square cos square, 1 then 2, 1, right? We can get it. And what's the term? Now you had 2. I couldn't get this bracket because 2 was a number given outside. Then I must indicate the number outside the bracket, right? Okay, 1 minus this 2 cos square 5 over 8 sine squared 5 over 8. Okay, how to do this? Come on. Now I will remove the brackets because I have a strategy. 2 into 1, 2. Can you see that? 2 into 2, 4. I don't write 4. I'm writing 2 to the power 2. Right? I'm changing the terms sine square 5 over 8 and cos square 5 over 8. You know the reason. You know the reason. Because 2 sine cos, it is a sine 2 theta product. Yes? Then 2. Then if I indicate you further, sine 5 over 8, cos 5 over 8, this can be written common power 2. Right? What's the answer? 2. Now 2 sine theta cos theta, we can concise that. It will be sine 2 theta, but sine 2 theta. What is the theta here? The theta is the 5 over 8, 5 over 8. Then 2 5 over 8. This is the. Then when you simplify further, I think this is 2 times 1 and 2 times 4. Lamai 2 minus sine 5 over 4. But don't forget, you had that one. Don't forget that. What did you have? Square, you had square. Right? Don't forget that. Okay? Right? Because of this, now 2 minus, right? Come on. Sine 5 over 4. It's 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2. Not only that, square it. Then 2 minus, square of the 1 over root 2. It's half. Right? When you subtract half from 2, it is 1 and half will be 3 over 2. Oh no, Eureka! We got it. Right? That's the answer. Right? Then the thing is, we had to reduce the number of terms because when we had like 5 over 8, 3 5 over 8, 5 5 over 8, 7 5 over 8, there are many terms. Then we must try to reduce the number of terms if we are able to do. Right? And then we have to follow some strategies in trigonometry. I followed there. Right? It was 5 minus 3 I had to follow. Getting equal similar terms. And not only that, then 5 over 2 minus theta I had to follow. Right? To get the sine square theta cos square theta property. We have earlier simplified this in our grade 12 classes. You can remember this. And we can. Okay. Right. However, අපි චුට්ටක් දැන් කතා කළා මේක කතා කළා ඇති ඉතින් මේ කතා කරගෙන ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් කරගන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තව අපි ක්වෙස්චන්ස් අපි කතා කරමු පන්ති ඇති මේ ඉතින් අපි කළා ඉතින් අපි ඊට කලින් අපි ඉන්නේ තීරණාත්මක මොහොත